Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. It's about Anime King, and today we're going to do part 5 of what if Deku was trained by Goku. So before start, I wanted to like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on that bell notification, stay posted. But for now guys, let's get straight into what if. Video intro. Oh man, you left me alone and broke every promise you ever made. I was an ocean, lost in the open. Nothing can take the pain away. So you can throw me to the wall. Tomorrow I will come back, leader of the whole pack. Paint me black and blue. Everyone will shake me, every scar will build my throne. So, the last time we left off, Deku was about to fight the monster villain because he wanted to kill Cold, and Deku found out that he killed Cold's parents, and Deku is pretty much angry right now because of Ida's death. Yes, Ida died in the last one. Yeah, guys, go check out the parts. I'll be leaving them down in the comments below, yeah. So Deku is pretty much angry and furious at he wants to take out his frustration on the monster villain because the monster villain want to kill Koda after he killed Koda's parents. So Deku is pretty pissed off. So he tried to punch Koda. Yes, the monster villain tried to punch Koda, but Deku ended up grabbing him and flying and put him up on top of the mountain so he wouldn't get in the way. So Deku stand his guard now against the monster villain, and monster villain came charging at him. Deku was fast enough to sight his fist, and Deku punched him, but Deku found out that at this level he must push himself a little bit hard to fight him because Deku punched him. He is pretty strong. Yes, he's pretty strong because his muscle bursts out of his body. Yes, and shield him from the punch that Deku gives him. So Deku now stand his guard again. Deku decided to use the after effect. So Deku just like move around him pretty fast. And Deku after effect is running him, and he end up punching the effect. And Deku now come right behind him and kick him in the neck. Yes, back of the neck. Yeah, so he was pretty much caught off guard. He wouldn't expected that. So Deku now has the advantage. Deku just move fast and punch and start giving him rapid punch. And Deku grabs him by one hand and lift him up and slam him back down into the ground. And Deku flies up in the air and use a beam and fire a simple ki blast at him. And then Deku charge up a major ki blast in his hands and fire down at the ground. And there was a big explosion. So Deku now was about to take Cold and get out of there, but the monster villain ended up coming out of the smoke. He was pretty messed up, but he still wanted to fight. And Deku said, "Can't you see? You can't win. You can't beat me. Just give up." And he said, "I can't beat you. I won't make a little kid beat me." And he's getting pretty angry at Deku right now because Deku is showing off. But he's just kind of angry too because of Ida's death is pretty much still it's affecting him. So the must be still charge at Deku and must be give Deku a super punch. But Deku ended up grabbing it with his hands, yes, and slam his hands into the ground. And Deku used his knee to kick him under the chin, and he was like pushed back a little bit. Then Deku punched him in the face, and Deku just started punching him in the face rapidly. Yes, Deku was punching him so hard he was knocked unconscious, and Deku punched him again. That punch wake him up back. Deku knocked him unconscious with punch. Yes, Deku was just knocking furiously, and then Koda was calling Deku and telling him to stop right now because he's out. And Deku was so furious. Deku didn't hear him. Deku grabs him by the throat, and Deku threw him up in the air, and Deku started charging back Kamehameha, and Deku Kamehameha reached the peak, the point to kill him. Yes, this Kamehameha with Deku, if Deku released it, was about to kill him, but Koda screamed that Deku wanted him to stop now. Yes, and so Deku get back his senses, and Deku stopped and diminished the Kamehameha. So Deku said, "Let's go," because he's out now. So Deku go and grab Koda, and they went down the hill. And Deku, because of I'm gonna say the League of Villains are still looking for Bakugo because when Deku beat him, he was pretty angry, and they saw how angry he is, and they want him to join. So the Muslims said that, and yeah. So now the Deku went down to the telekinesis cat girl and tell her to tell everybody that it could use their quirk and that they're looking for a Bakugo. Yes, they're looking for a Bakugo. So Deku gave Koda to Razorhead and he went off. After talking to Razorhead a little bit and Deku went off and now everything is pretty much normal and Deku end up running Deku end up meeting up into the guy with lots of arm and told him that Black Shadow he gone in a rampage so Deku end up went in out there, and Deku end up like he uses his key to create a light source, a big enough light source, and Deku screams and erupts. Yes, his power erupts around him, and the light source is enough to knock Black Shadow back down a pitch and turn him back normal. So they went now after the girl that wanted to stab Uraka, and Uraka ended up pinning her down and everything, and they went and Deku saved them and everything, and Deku kick her in her face, and she ended up running off and says she doesn't want to die. So they find Bakugo and Todoroki, and they all was there, and Shoto, everybody was there, and they end up beating the guy with the razors for teeth. And so they was there now, and Debbie and the guy that turned you into a crystal ball. Remind me of him name down in the comments. Tell me that guy's name. I don't really know that guy's name. If you know that guy's name, tell me that guy's name. So they end up taking Bakugo and the Black Shadow, yes, him and Deku. Then they looked back and Bakugo was gone, and then the guy with he has the ball in his hands, and Deku said they were probably captured in those balls, and they were talking and everything, and then Deku said, "What's to stop me from grabbing you before you take them away?" And he said, "Huh, I don't think you're that fast, kid." Deku said, "Huh, let's try it." Kyogen times two, and Deku's speed was unbelievable. Deku reached in front of him before he even could move. Yes, and he threw one of the balls, and Debbie catch them, and then he used a distraction and made Black Shadow get out of one of the balls and throw him down to the ground. Deku have to catch him before he crashed down into the ground. So they end up capturing Bakugo, and Debbie end up creating a big wall of blue fire around him. So they end up going now with Bakugo, and Deku said, "I won't let you." And Deku started charging his Kamehameha pretty fast and blast through the blue fire, but they were already gone. And Deku punched the ground and said, "Damn it!" and punched the ground. But Momo still end up, I'm gonna say Momo is still going to do the tracking device on them Nomo's back, so they're gonna end up finding them. So everything is going to play out pretty much normal here when they went to the hospital and everything, and then they are gonna come to Momo for their own tracking device to find them. After All Might and those and go to the wrong location because Bako is with All For One, yes. So Bako is with All For One. So right now, everything is gonna play off the same when they're gonna put on the costumes, they're gonna buy a new costume and everything. So everything's gonna play the same with that. So they're gonna buy a new costume, and they're gonna went on the road and everything, and then they're gonna reach there and saw all the heroes getting the crap beat out of them. Not all Might and those one like Mount Lady and the guy with lace power. Yes, the strings. So that one they're gonna be hiding behind the wall. Yeah. So that one them is gonna be hiding behind the wall. Yeah. So right when this is going to happen, Deku's gonna be hiding behind the wall and everything. And remember guys, I told you guys everything about like I told you about the Dragon Balls and the time. So it's kind of been a different dimension, so their times are different. So right now, I'm gonna say this is the end of Dragon Ball Z. Yes, this is the end of Dragon Balls. No, this is the end of Dragon Ball Super. Sorry for that. And Goku has done fight during and everything, and Goku is bored. Yes, Goku is bored fighting Vegeta all the time. Goku is bored, and Goku tell Vegeta said, "Hey, one time when I left Namek, I went to this place, and there was a kid there that I taught. Let's go there, Vegeta, and see how he's doing, because I taught him and everything." And then Goku's gonna go to like Whis or something and tell him if he can do send him to another place, and then told him the place and name and everything. But skip back to Deku right now. They're hiding from Off One. They're sensing his presence, and then All Might came crashing out of the sky. All Might came there, and Off One ended up grabbing him by his two hands and slamming him away. Yes, and All Might and Off One has their little brawl. Yes, they has their little brawl, like a little bit fight first, but they couldn't fight with All Might could have pushed himself really hard because Bakugo was in the way. And I'm going to change this one. All Might is not going to beat Off One so quickly. Yes, All Might is not going to beat him so quickly. So Buckers was in the way. Yeah, Bucker was in the way, and everything. Yeah, All Might could have pushed himself that hard, so everything was pretty messed up. And Deku and them now consider a plan. So they did the plan, but this time Deku wasn't there to did like Deku wasn't there because Deku said he's going to stay back and see what's going on. And then Stain, yeah, Stain came out there. Stain was there too. So All Fight and All for One, All Might and Stain and the rest of the villains and Togashi, they all ganged up on All Might. So the battle is gonna be a little bit different. So right now, like everything is gonna be pretty messed up now. The field is going to be pretty much everybody's gonna be there, and they're gonna, yes, all of them is gonna gang up on All Might. So with all of them on All Might beating on him, he couldn't do anything. So All for One, Stain and the rest of them are going to beat on All Might till All Might is gone down, use his last power, and he went down to his normal weak self. But Deku's gonna be there, and Deku said, "I won't watch this anymore." And Deku now is blazing. Yes, Deku, his body just blazing with the Kyoken. He said Kyoken times 4. And another side of the planet, Deku, another side from Deku, Goku and Vegeta just landed on the planet because we gave them a device to travel the multiverse. Yeah. So they say, let's sense. So Goku sensed and saw that he felt the pressures going on over there. So Goku decided and Beta decided to use, yeah, instant transmission to go over there. And Deku now went over there and catch All for One fist because All for One was about to give All Might the final blow, and Deku catch it, and Deku said, "I will stop you right here." And Deku looks at Stain. But guys, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see part 6 of this and know what to do, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on that bell notification, stay posted. But I'm out for now, guys. Peace.